son of Rommel, trained by Luke Fernie, up inside the gates, and now we only wait on Valandorn, and they'll be right ready to be dispatched. Lawn Pride, Australia Maiden Field. Jimmy Angel, the short price commodity. They stand well. Often Racing pushed the limits, lacked a bit of early speed and dropped back with King's Boy shortly after the start. Jimmy Angel, though, got out very quickly, and so did All Laced Up, who's burning across looking for the lead. Inside of those, Cannot Stop as they settle through the first 300 metres. Valandorn pressing on, but very wide on the track, and even deeper still, Bend It Like Bex, who's going a bit keenly. They're followed in the middle by Flick and Rubies in a modestly run affair. A length and a half away on the inside. Next of all, Impending Lass, who's back there. She's over on the inside and being closely attended here by Push the Limit. Second from last, Can Grande, and the tail ender is King's Boy. As they reach the 700 mark, the favourite leads the way, Jimmy Angel, and had them pretty much stacked and racked, leading the way. Running second over on the outside is All Laced Up before the home turn. Then Valandorn, who's been no better than 3 deep throughout. Back on the inside to Cannot Stop with nowhere to go. In the middle, Flick and Rubies. Ridden along 4 deep, and that's where it's been virtually right from the word go. Bend It Like Bex at the top of the home straight. Jimmy Angel about to be given its cue by O'Donnell. Led them at the 200 metre mark. Valandorn keeps coming down the outside with All Laced Up. Jimmy Angel challenged by All Laced Up. Jimmy Angel digs in. Jimmy Angel in front. Cannot Stop bursting through. Cannot Stop driving through in the middle. Oh, they went to the line. There was nothing in it. Very tight go. Jimmy Angel might have just scraped home by the skin of its teeth from Cannot Stop, who found that late split driving through. Back behind those All Laced Up, and also still there Bend It Like Bex, who didn't shirk the task. They were followed home by Valandorn, who did it tough for most of the way. Back behind those King's Boy. Then further back, Push the Limits. Flick and Ruby's back there in the field with Can Grande as we stand by for the result. You guessed it. Jimmy Angel's held on. Sean O'Donnell over Cannot Stop. Jared Noski. And 6, Bend It Like Bex. A fine effort on debut. 1:24.42 the time. 1:24.42. And the celebrations were going before the race had jumped with the support, the fan base of Jimmy Angel right underneath the commentary box. And it can only get worse from here. 1:36.11. 1:36.11 they are. Jimmy Angel led, controlled the speed, only just falling in under the vigour of Sean O'Donnell for Russell Stewart. Owned by the Stewart family, the Harry Angel 3-year-old opens up his winning account at start 12 today off the back of 6 minor placings out of Rastaki, and has clung on from Cannot Stop. Second run in the preparation for Josh Brown, driving through, just failing to pick up the fave, goes down by half a head, a length second and third, and the run of the third horse particularly good after being caught wide all the way. The Rommel gelding in Bend It Like Bex from Not Just a Pretty Face, Luke Fernie and Chris Parnham. It's 1:36.11, All Laced Up. Finished 4th home, and Valandorn also battled hard after covering additional ground. But Jimmy Angel ran a very short priced favourite, 155 on the WOP. Cannot Stop 11, Bend It Like Bex 5. Jimmy Angel holding on by a whisker. Next event at 2:20, the Unite Resourcing Handicap over 1,000 metres. There are no changes to come in the next event. Well, we'll go downstairs and catch up with Lockie, and you would have heard the cheer squad there from the grandstand. They were right into it before the race, and even more so after it.
Yes, your poor eardrums, Darren, just underneath your vantage point up near the members area. But it was Jimmy Angel that finally broke maiden status here this afternoon. Start number 12 was his lucky day as Russell Stewart joins me now. Rusty, congratulations on the victory. You've had to be patient. He's been a little bit frustrating to yourself and punters throughout his career, but today was his day.
Today was his day, wasn't it? I thought he'd probably win a little easier than that, but I don't know if that's probably the right way to ride him either. But I said to Sean, take bad luck out of the equation. We don't really need to be smart about this. Just get the horse home. So look, I think he's a better chase than a bunny. So I'll be interested to get the feedback from Sean.
Has he been a tricky horse to read or get an assessment of throughout his career? Because I know that you've yo-yoed up and down in distance almost all throughout his career.
Yeah, well, Stephen, last time in when Stephen Parnham was riding him, he said he's looking for the 1400, but that was at the end of his prep. And that was at Bunbury also, and it was a different sort of track for him and everything else. But I think he got the 1400 that day, but he still got beat. But he's a little horse, and I had blinkers back on him, and there's still a little bit to him. And I think in time, he's still only 3. He's a Harry Angel, and I still think there's a little bit of upside to him.
As you said, he's not an overly big horse. Does he still have a little bit more growing to do?
Oh, well, I don't think so, Locke, but I hope he fills out a bit more and becomes, a nice horse as a 4 and 5 year old. We were thinking about, he'd be on an online sale one day or something like that, but we might keep him now for a little bit longer and see where he gets to.
When fields were released yesterday afternoon, I was really glad to see you made the decision to back up Rockin' the Jam. Are you excited to see him out over beyond 2000?
Yeah, I am. Like I said to you the other day, he's by Awesome Rockies out of a Blackfriars mare that raced in an Oaks. So I don't think he'll have any problem with the distance. And on his times and measures the other day, he's running 149. Like even old Cobb up there said, gee, I can't believe the horse run that sort of time. But that's the type of horse he is. He's a pretty good animal, and I'm looking forward to Saturday. And he's straight out of the barn door after Saturday. He's already booked into Amelia Park, so looking forward to it.
Looking forward to it, as am I.
And looking also forward to our Paladinal resuming too. I think he's a really nice horse on the rise.
All right, I'll be wary of that. Well done here.
Thank you.
There's Russell Stewart. Here's Sean O'Donnell.
Sean O'Donnell joins us now. The numbers are 1, 3, 6 and 11. Donger in the end got a bit desperate late.
Certainly did, Scotty. Geez, that post, I needed it closer more than further away, but he's been very consistent, maiden, this little fella. He's ran out of his class a few times. Very honest horse. He's only tiny, and like as you've seen, I took up the role of running, so he did all the work, and the horse outside him was strong late, but he done enough to hang on, so that was good.
Talk us through the first 200 or 400 metres, because you were bouncing out, but it looked as though there was a bit of a shuffle going on of who actually wanted to take it up.
Correct. Jared Noski's horse inside me was charging a bit. I thought I might not be able to cross him, and then Victoria's coming across, and she looked a bit the same, but then I just said, I'm going. And they just, obviously, I found the front, and they just left me alone a little bit, which was good. I think that's won him the race if I was back inside, mate. Well, Jared got out, so I might have had the same run, but, yeah, doesn't matter.
Russell was saying that in his opinion, the horse is probably better suited with cover and as a chaser. And is that the way you'd ride him going forward, ideally?
Absolutely. Scotty, I was on the best horse in the race. He was favourite. I thought, just stay out of trouble. And I know he doesn't pull or anything, so I was able to dictate it a bit. And I agree with the connections that he is a better horse with a backside in front of him. But the little bloke, he done the best today, and it was good.
All that matters in the end is they get a winner's photo. Well done.
Yeah, thank you. And thanks to the Stewart's camp for giving us a go. And love to the wife, of course.
There's Sean O'Donnell. Always great to see him in the winner's circle. He combines with Russell Stewart and the Stewart family. They're having a good run of it in recent weeks. And Jimmy Angel, finally, today is his day to take out race 2 here at Ascot.